So here we are, we're going to try and do this video. The man next door has just started mowing his lawn and whippersnipping. So we're going to have a go at this video anyway. So Bob is going to show us how, or show Kim, how to propagate or regrow this plant because she can't buy it any longer in the nursery. So far away, Bob.
Take it so it's fairly soft. Take off the top. That's just going to, because with no roots, there's nothing to take up any moisture. Take off any flowers, and there's your propagation.
So stick it in what?
Put it in. Well, the easiest is to buy a bag of potting mix. Don't bother about buying seedling mix, and just sieve it. Sieve out the big bits. Leave the fine bits behind. That's all they do commercially.
Yeah. Ah.
They just take the bottom, what's out comes out the bottom.
Seedling. Okay.
Put it in, firm it in, and water it. If you want to put a coat hanger over it, and then some plastic, make a miniature.
You could use the compost top.
Well, no, you actually want light on it.
On the yeah, but the light comes in through that. But on the ground, or do you have to have it in the shade?
Preferably in shade because there's no roots to take up any moisture, so it's going to give off. You need to be good light, but not direct sun. And if you enclose it in plastic, then you can keep the plastic away from it by using coat hangers. Get a miniature glass house.
Ah.
Okay.
And if you take 50 cuttings and you only get 10, so what?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you do one for each colour.
Ah. Wow. Okay.
And you can pull it and you'll still see if there are any roots on it.
Yeah.
And after 3 or 4 weeks, you should have roots on it, particularly this time of the year. But you don't delay because we've only got about 6 weeks of active growing from now on.
Ah. Okay.
But you do it now.
Yeah.
But just
And then put it into the ground after that.
That's firm but not sloppy.
Yeah.
And it's not hard.
Sorry.
Not hard.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Footage. I see.
Not bad. That's a good tip.
Yep.
If you're doing that, you take off the bottom leaves. Otherwise, they're going to keep the mixture away from it and take your flowers off.
Okay.
It's going to produce flowers rather than growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, you're going to have to look for not that because it's spent. It's producing producing seeds. So it's going to put its effort into producing seeds rather than roots.
Okay.
You don't want that. But you do want. Take it off that. Take off the top. That's your propagation bit.
Fantastic. So Bob, just explain to us now what Kimmy's doing wrong here with her lavender in the centre of the garden there and these plants here. What are these plants called, by the way?
Granny's bonnets.
Who?
Granny's bonnets.
Oh. Granny's bonnets.
Oh,
I thought you said bollocks there. Granny's bonnets.
Hey.
Okay, so
They're lush, they want lots of water, and you can fertilise them. The lavender needs to be kept dry, particularly the foliage needs to be dry. If you want to water it, water on the bottom. Keep it dry.
Okay.
And the other trick was, what I showed you before, is don't pick a piece off it. You're going to just do that, and you'll get the aroma from it. Instead of,
but what if you want to pick it and put it in your house?
well, you can, but it's going to die. But if you want to if you go brush past it as you water it, you'll get that aroma coming off it. So instead of damaging it, you can just do that. You can bruise it, and you'll get the aroma coming from it.
So you know how it goes really woody down the bottom when it gets really out of control?
You need to cut it back hard because you're not going to get the new growth. It's not going to come from the old woody part. If you look at the woody bit down the bottom, it's dead. It's not dead, but it's
Yeah, it's not great. So you need to cut that right back.
But you don't do it all at once so that you kill the plant.
That's what I found.
So you do maybe a quarter of it, and then when it's recovered, you do another quarter. So you don't stress the plant too much at one time.
Now there's a good tip. So
Don't forget, you've only got about 6 to 8 weeks of active growth before it starts getting cold at night.
so it's a summer plant.
No, but you don't want to stress it too much before winter.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
rosemary the same.
well, hang on, before you go, Bob. So ideally in this garden, would she not put those two together then?
No.
No.
Well, you can
But they
water
look
them
so
separate.
pretty together. Sorry.
They are separate enough, so you can water one
Yeah.
without watering the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Or what if you put the rosemary in a big pot in the centre there where it didn't get the same amount of water?
That's lavender.
Lavender.
That's rosemary.
Lavender, I meant.
And the same story. The rosemary likes to be kept dry, so in that conditions, your parsley likes lots of water and likes dry.
Oh, so the two are bad together, close
Yes.
together like that. Oh. Now, see, they're things you don't know, do you?
This-
How
this
do you
is
know
setting-
that?
This is setting seed,
Yes.
so it's going to put all its effort into producing seed rather than leaves, and you use the leaves. So if you want that, if you want to propagate it, get some to seed, otherwise cut off the seed.
Oh, okay.
That's for the parsley you're talking about.
Here's the parsley.
There's heaps
Okay.
of those, isn't there?
Yeah, that's looking great. But you could actually grow all that, save that seed, Bob, and
You could,
propagate
yes.
it?
Yes.
Do you need to dry it? Or just...
It'll be dry.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's some good advice.
But the same thing. Yes. You can grow your herbs and you put lots of fertiliser and water on and you'll get lush growth, but you dilute the essential oils, which is what you smell and taste. Or you can let it grow hard, like you have done here. No, that's what most people do. You concentrate the essential oils and you don't use as much of it.
And that's just by not watering it as often as you would.
Yes.
So when they do it in the gardens in the nurseries or for commercial use, they water it a lot to grow it quickly, and it doesn't have the same strong aroma.
That's right.
So it's quite insipid. Okay, so you're better off growing it yourself and not watering it that much.
Yes.
Okay, good tip.
Well, you have it in the sun, which means you're going to need a bit more water. Well, you have it in the shade, that's going to go a bit more lush. But you can...
So it's a bit of trial and error as to where...
Well, no, but in the shade it's going to grow a bit more lush. You're going to use a bit more of it.
But not as much water though.
Well, it's not losing as much water
Oh,
in the shade as it is in the full sun.
okay.
And these, you could use these bits to...
That's oregano, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like oregano to me.
Yes. And if you want to propagate this, you find these bits there. Or if you want any of the mint family, which is what that is, if you want to get some, go to your Woolworths, Coles, buy a bunch, and you'll find you can propagate most of that. Just put it into potting mix, and most of it will produce roots, and then you go from there.
Okay. All great information, Bob. Thank you very much.
I mean, you can use most of it in your cooking. And another one that doesn't do
That
anything.
one goes where.
Not much of a cook